Hi, I'm Steven, and I am the duck portion of Panduckles. I wanted to make a quick tutorial about the absolute basics of leather aimed at Glowforge and other laser users, so welcome to part 1. There's a lot of questions that come up in the Glowforge groups of people that want to start messing with leather products now that they have their Glowforge. But I went at it the other way around. I started doing leather work about 3 years ago, and I ended up buying a Glowforge recently to help out with that hobby after doing some research on laser cutters. So I want to help other people who are in that realm get into leather work. The biggest thing we need to talk about are the different types of leather. The two primary types that you're going to find are chrome tans and veg tans. There are other things that are like combination tans and retans, and then your oil tans and even brain tans, but that's outside the scope of this video. So, first up are chrome tans. And chrome tans are what most of us think of when we think of leather. Chrome tans are usually soft, they are often colorful, and they make up about 90% of the leather on the market these days. They are way cheaper, way quicker to tan than vegetable tan, taking about a day per hide versus a month per hide. And they're going to make up pretty much everything you see. Garments, upholstery, a lot of the small goods like purses, wallets, things like that, that's going to be your chrome tans. Now, you can use them in a Glowforge. It's really not recommended. But there's some things about the chromium salts breaking down under laser. I don't understand the chemistry. I don't feel comfortable trying to explain the chemistry. Just know I've done it. Dan, who is the CEO of Glowforge, has posted about doing it, but the results not super great. So we're not going to talk about chrome tan anymore. So next is veg tan, and the thing about veg tan is that it is not vegan leather. It has nothing to do with vegan leather. This is still from a cow. This is from a cow or a goat or some other type of animal. Veg tan. Veg tan in this refers to the way it's tanned as in vegetation. It's usually done with something like tree barks or acorns even, but that's the veg in vegetable tan. So when I first got into leatherworking, I realized pretty quickly I'd never felt raw veg tan leather. I'd wager most other people haven't either. It's very dry. It feels like cardboard to work with, and it crunches like cardboard. It makes sounds like cardboard. It's not that soft hand that you get from chrome tans. So it is, again, very dry. It will readily soak up water or dye or oils like neat's foot oil. And it comes usually in natural colors like this, so you're going to have to dye it yourself to get what you want. It also means that you're going to have to finish it with something to waterproof it before you have a finalized product. And this vegetable tan is what you're going to be working with in your Glowforge for the most part. So next we need to talk about the thickness or the weight of the leather. Leather is often referred to in ounces. Now, if you want to get down into it, an ounce is 1/64 of an inch of thickness, but nobody does that math. Nobody remembers what that is. You just get used to thinking of things in terms of what you're going to make with it versus the ounce size. So things like this, this is about a 2 to 3 ounce leather, and if we take our calipers, that's that. It is 1.13. For here it is 1.13, 1.06. So this is thin. This is between a 2 and a 3 ounce leather, and this is the proof grade natural medium natural leather. This is one I got that is billed as a 2 to 4 ounce. It is 1.5, 1.49, 1.6. So this is closer to the 4 ounce leather. And then this guy right here is billed as a 5 to 6 ounce. if we put the calipers on it, it's a little over 2 millimeters thick, 1.87. So Tandy Leather posts a nice guide about what to use the various thicknesses of leather for. It's on the screen now. I'm going to link it down below. They also have a guide about what the cuts of leather are and what part of the cow they came from that goes on there. So now that you have an understanding of the weights of leather, let's talk about buying your first actual hide. Now, you can do what I did when I didn't know any better, and what I see a lot of people doing on the Glowforge groups. And you can go on Amazon and you can buy a pre-cut, like a 12 by 12 or a 12 by 24, but do not, please, God, no, do not do that.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I did that when I started, and the piece I got was not really great quality, and it was incredibly overpriced for what you can get if you know where to look and what you're looking for. So if you have a Tandy Leather near you, go there. This piece right here came from Tandy Leather. So they run specials on these quite often. This is a double shoulder, which is going to be about 10 to 12 square feet, and it was $50. The retail tag on there is $55. This may have been $45 when I got it on special. So you can basically figure the stuff that we can buy, that we commoners not in the industry can buy, is going to run you about $5 to $8 per square foot for like normal quality stuff. It's going to be around probably $12 to $15 if you start getting into high-end things like Herman Oak leather. And the stuff I bought on Amazon when I didn't know any better, it was about $18 a square foot. So please, God, do not do that. So now you know. There's other great retailers I've used, and I'm going to link them in the descriptions down below. But for now, let's talk about the hides themselves. So the advantage of going into a store like Tandy for something like this is that you can pick out the exact piece that you want. Part of what I love about leather is that every piece has personality. This was a living creature, and like all of us living creatures, it has flaws. The cow had stretch marks. You can see right here, these are stretch marks. It has scars. There's a scar that runs right along here. If you can see that, there's another one here. There's a cut right there. Some of them have brands. Part of what makes us or what lets us as makers kind of differentiate ourselves, our stuff, from the mass market homologated or homogenized stuff you're going to find in a retail store is that we can use those things to make our stuff unique and one of a kind. I like the grunge aesthetic. I like to highlight scars and brands on the stuff that I make. But I realize that not all of you like that. And if you don't, you have the ability to, again, go in there and pick out the exact piece you want without the stretch marks or without the scars or whatever it is. When you go into a Tandy, they always have a big table in the back, and they encourage you to take the leather. If it's rolled up, take the leather, unroll it on the table, examine it, find the piece that you want, and then when you're done, roll it back up. They'll have string you can tie it up with for transport. Tell the cashier that you're ready to purchase your first piece and get on your path to leatherworking. So, finally, a disclaimer. The term genuine leather sounds like a good thing, but it is most decidedly not. Genuine leather just means that it is an animal. And there's a lot of really crappy products that brand themselves as genuine leather. It's kind of the lowest grade that you can get. Some of those genuine leathers are going to be embossed or corrected grains leathers. So this looks really cool, but this is an embossed leather. Same with this. These are embossed, and some of them use PVC. PVC is not laser safe. Do not laser PVC. It is bad for you. It is bad for your laser. Don't do it, whether it's in terms of leather that's PVC coated or anything else that's PVC that you can possibly fit in your Glowforge. Just don't do it. When you're buying leather, the things that you're looking for, the terms that you're looking for, are full grain or top grain. Full grain is going to be a piece like this that's all the way from the outer skin, with the hair removed, obviously, down to the lowest layer of the flesh side. And top grain is going to be a split that has the top outer layers, but they've shaved off some of the bottom to cut the thickness down. So now that you have a basic grasp on what you're looking for, you're ready to get started with your journey into leatherworking. So I've put links down below to the retailers that I've used and that I trust. None of them are affiliate links, nor am I sponsored by any of them. They're just retailers that I've had good luck with in the past. And I do have an affiliate link for the Glowforge if you're looking to invest in your very own Glowforge. You can save up to $500 off the price if you're going with the Pro, and I will get a very, very appreciated commission off that sale. So, go ahead, click that link, scroll down there, click that little link. You want to do it. You want one. Everybody needs one. And stay tuned for part 2 of the series, where we're going to make our first cuts, and we're going to talk more about kind of the grain structure of this leather. Thanks for watching.